Now we are at lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 deals with success and failure factors in mergers and acquisitions. Your attention please that there are different streams. Each stream looks differently on the reason for success and failure. And we would like to discuss this. Each one look on other critical factors. At lesson number 3, this is the next lesson, I will present a synthesis of the knowledge from these different streams. So let's see what are the factors. The capital market perspective measure stock market value and according to this decide about success or failure. Now, when is the best time to measure the change in the stock value of the buying company? We have to remember that if the stock value go up, it is considered as success. If it go down, it is considered as failure. So, how much time after the deal? 12 months after the deal, 24 months after the deal, or maybe to check it 5 years after the deal is signed. A surprise. The answer, most common measure of success, failure factors, according to the capital market stream, is 1 or 2, sometimes 3 days after the deal. So, what is the reason for this measure? Why only 2-3 days after the deal? Well, the market reacts to premium paid for an acquisition. If the premium is high, the extra money above the value of the merger of the target company, if it's high, then the market reacts and think that maybe it's not a good investment and then the stock value go down. That's main reason. Why companies pay premium for acquisitions? This is a difficult question. And in fact, there is no clear answer for this because this is not rational. So, some answers from these perspectives are cynical, and they say that maybe because this is the ego of the CEO and the top executives who want to buy. Or maybe hubris of CEOs and top executives, meaning that they are trust on themselves and they believe that they can do everything and they can bring good value for shareholders even if they pay high premium. And some say this is an increase of the status of the CEOs in their industries, because if a company buy another company, it becomes larger and then more important, and maybe this is the reason for paying so much. We have to say that according to a meta-analysis study that checked many mergers and acquisitions, they couldn't find consistent financial performance relationship with various financial measures, with ROI, ROA, and so on. And they check many factors. For example, the method of payment, paying with cash versus paying with shares, is not related to the financial performance. Also, experience that the top executives have from previous mergers and acquisitions is not related. Those who did their 6th or 7th mergers and acquisitions do not perform better than those who did the first acquisition or the second acquisition. Now we move to another perspective. Another perspective, the second stream of research, is strategic management. From their point of view, a merger can be successful if there is strategic fit between the two companies in a deal. The meaning of strategic fit is that there is synergy potential. If there is synergy potential, the merger can bring higher value for shareholders. So some examples of the concept of strategic fit. One example is, for a synergy, is that One company can transfer knowledge, know-how from one business to another, and then the business that got more knowledge can improve its performance. Other examples, lowering cost, combining some part of the value chain and save money. Or some kind of cross-business collaboration that can give strength to one of the business or both. This can bring synergy and improve the value after acquisition. Finally, the third stream is organizational behavior stream. This stream looks on cultural differences between the companies and how it affects the individuals in a company. So this is a human resource perspectives, and the main idea is that culture clash cause human resource problems that prevent the integration of the two companies that aimed to realize synergy. And this may bring so much problems that they lower the performance of the two companies. Here are some example empirical studies from 1992 that show clearly that the higher the corporate culture differences in a merger, the lower the stock market value after the merger. Some other research show that there are conflicts in mergers and acquisitions, conflicts that results from stress, negative attitude toward the merger, lower commitment to the successful of the merger, lower cooperation, usually at the target company. And if we look on more wide perspective, then we realize that national cultural differences, corporate cultural differences, and also removal of autonomy from acquired managers cause them stress, negative attitudes, lower commitment, lower cooperation. Later we learned that during mergers and acquisitions there is high turnover among top executives of the target company. They leave the company, the good people leave the company, the very good executives leave, sometimes to other industries, sometimes they leave to competitors, and this lower performance. So the entire organizational behavior perspective look on cultural differences and removal of autonomy that cause conflicts and then cause turnover that eventually lead to lower performance of the buying company and the target company.